Close your eyes. Take a breath. Not a quick one. Not the kind of breath you take between tasks, between thoughts, between the 100 small demands the day places on you without asking permission. A real breath, a slow one, the kind that starts somewhere below your ribs and fills you all the way up until there is no more room, until you feel it in your shoulders, in your throat, in the very tips of your fingers. Hold it there for just a moment and let it go. All of it. Let it go. Again. Breathe in slow and deep and full and release. Feel the place where your body meets the surface beneath you. That point of contact, your back, your legs, your head, the weight of you pressing down and the steadiness of what holds you pressing gently back. You don't have to do anything with that feeling. You don't have to analyze it or name it or decide what it means. Just feel it. Just let it be information that moves through you without needing a response. You are here. You are real. You are allowed to stop. You are a Pisces. And if there is one soul in all the world who needs to hear that, truly hear it. Not just process it as a sound, but feel it land somewhere deep and quiet inside. It is you. You feel everything. You have always felt everything. Since you were very young, the world arrived at your door without knocking. Other people's emotions, the weight of unspoken things in a room, the sadness of strangers on a crowded street that had nothing to do with you and everything to do with you all at once. You never asked for this. You never learned to turn it off. You simply absorbed. You listened. You held. You became the place where things landed when they had nowhere else to go. And you did it beautifully. You do it beautifully. But beauty, even the deepest and most necessary kind, has a cost. And tonight that cost has been paid in full. Tonight, your account is empty in the best possible way. Tonight, there is nothing left to give, and so there is nothing to give, and that is not a failure. That is completion. That is the end of one tide and the beginning of another. The ocean doesn't apologize for the moment between waves when there is only stillness. That stillness is not absence. It is the ocean gathering itself, becoming, preparing for what comes next. Tonight, you are that stillness. Breathe in slowly, feeling the air move through you like water moves through wedges it has always known. And breathe out, ones that tighten when you're trying, not ones that tighten when you're trying not to feel too much in front of people who wouldn't understand. Let those muscles go. There is no one watching you right now. There is nothing to contain. You are safe here. The water is close. Let's go. Imagine a shoreline, not a dramatic one. Not crashing waves and jagged rocks, and a kind of sea that demands your attention and your respect simultaneously. Something quieter than that. Something that has been here long enough to know that it doesn't need to perform. A long, soft beach. The sand is dark and fine. the kind that holds the warmth of the day even after the sun has gone. Beneath your feet, it gives slightly, and each step leaves a small, clear impression. Proof, quiet and temporary, that you passed this way, that you were here, that someone real walked this shore tonight. The sky above is the color of deep water, not black. Deeper than black. The color that the sky becomes when it has given up pretending to be anything other than infinite. Stars fill it completely, not scattered, but layered, depth upon depth. So many that looking up feels less like looking at a ceiling and more like looking into something that goes on forever in the direction of up. You walk slowly. There is no reason to walk quickly here. The shore stretches in both directions without end, and wherever you stop will be exactly right, and wherever you walk to next will also be exactly right, because tonight there is no wrong place to be and no wrong speed at which to move. Tonight you move at the speed of water, at the speed of tide. The air smells of salt and something ancient, something that predates the names humans gave to things. The ocean has been here for longer than any word that describes it. Long before anyone called it an ocean, it was doing this. Pushing and pulling, breathing in and breathing out, holding every living thing that trusted it, dissolving every sharp thing that entered it, turning edges into smoothness, given enough time. You have something in common with the ocean. You have always known how to dissolve the sharp things people carry into you, how to take what arrives jagged and return it softened. People don't always realize they are doing it. Coming to you with their edges, their anxieties, their unresolved things. But you know, you've always known, and you've done it without complaint, without keeping score, without ever once sending someone away because you were too full. But tonight, the ocean is not receiving anything. Tonight, the ocean is simply itself, and so are you. The water reaches the tips of your toes. Cold? Just barely cold. The kind of cold that reminds you there is a body here, and the body is present and alive and worthy of the same care it gives everything else. A small wave runs up the sand toward you, slow and white and very gentle, and it touches your feet and recedes, and in that small act of touching and letting go, there is something that feels like recognition. Hello, I know you. I have always known you. You step forward, the water rises to your ankles, swirling in small, slow circles, neither pulling you in nor pushing you back. Just surrounding, just present, just as it has been for everything that has ever stood at this shoreline and needed, for one night, for the edge of themselves to soften. You breathe the salt air and feel it move through you like a tide moving through something porous, something made to be moved through, something that was built not to resist, but to receive. And in receiving it, you release something. You don't need to name what it is. It was yours to carry today, and now it belongs to the water. And the water is very old and very large, and it has held much heavier things than this without breaking. Let it go. Something in your chest to settle, not something in your chest to settle, not all the way, not yet, but enough that you can feel the difference between where you were an hour ago and where you are right now. And then you see it, a boat, small and old and made of pale wood that has been worn smooth by years of salt and sun and the patient company of open water. It sits just where the shallow becomes deep, floating perfectly still, as if it has been waiting here for exactly this, for exactly you, not impatiently. It would never be impatient, this boat. It has been on water long enough to learn that time moves differently here, but with a kind of quiet readiness, a held breath, an open door. You wade toward it through the shallow water, and the water parts around your legs as you move, slow and cold and impossibly clear. So clear that you can see every ripple your passage leaves behind, spreading outward in widening circles until they become part of the general movement of everything and disappear. You reach the boat and put one hand on its side. It is absolutely steady. It does not rock. It is absolutely steady. It does not rock. It does not shift. It is simply there. And it will hold you without effort, without complaint, without ever once needing you to be lighter than you are. You climb in. The boat accepts your weight completely. You settle into its low belly, and the wood beneath you is warm. Warmer than you expected, warmer than the air or the water, as if the boat has been storing heat from a sun that set hours ago, holding it in reserve for exactly this moment. You lie back, you look up. The sky opens above you. It is too large, too full of stars, too deep and wide and ancient to make any kind of rational sense, and that is precisely what makes it perfect for you right now, in this moment, because you have never been entirely comfortable with the things that make rational sense. You have always lived slightly to the left of logic, in the space where feeling and intuition and the strange knowledge that arrives without explanation make their home. The sky above you is that space, expanded to infinity. You feel small beneath it, but not frightened, not insignificant, the way a single note feels small inside a symphony, essential, specific, perfectly placed, irreplaceable, even as it dissolves into the whole. A lantern hangs at the front of the boat. Its flame is steady and warm, impossibly steady for something that exists on water in the open air, and it casts a circle of golden light on the dark water around it. Within that circle, the water is glassy and still, reflecting the lantern's light back upward, so that you are held between two warm lights, the one above and the one below, and between them the dark water moves with slow, quiet purpose. The boat begins to move. You don't feel it happen exactly. One moment you are in the shallows, the next you are not. And the transition was so gradual and so gentle that it felt less like motion and more like the world rearranging itself around you. The shore is still visible, a soft, dark line against the slightly lighter dark of the sky, but it is growing smaller, growing quieter, and with every additional distance between you and it, something inside you grows quieter too. The things that happened today, the things you felt that you shouldn't have felt, or felt too much, or felt in ways that other people wouldn't understand or wouldn't want to deal with if you showed them. The care you gave that wasn't asked for and wasn't noticed. The love you felt that had nowhere to go. All of it stays on the shore. You can see it there if you look. Small and distant and already becoming part of the landscape. The way everything eventually becomes part of the landscape if you go far enough away from it. By morning, it will look different. By morning, you will be able to see the shape of it more clearly from this distance, from this rest. But that is morning, and this is now. And now there is only the boat and the lantern and the water and the stars and the slow, certain movement of something carrying you out toward the deepest part of the quiet. Breathe in and out. Feel the boat beneath you. Feel the water beneath the boat. Feel the depth beneath the water. Unimaginable depth. Ancient depth. Depth that has never needed light to know what it is. You are floating above all of it, and all of it is holding you. The boat moves without sound, not silently. There is the soft lap of water against the hull, a sound so gentle it barely qualifies as a sound at all, more like the memory of a sound, the idea of one. And there is your breathing, slow and even now, and almost imperceptible creak of old wood that has learned to be comfortable with the weight it carries. But there's no engine sound, no splash of oars, nothing mechanical, nothing effortful, just movement. The kind of movement that feels less like traveling and more like being carried, less like doing something and more like being the recipient of something. The attention, the care, the intention of whatever it is that has decided tonight that you deserve to be brought somewhere safe and quiet and deep. The stars above you have multiplied. Or perhaps now that you are further from the shore and its light, you can finally see what was always there. The true depth of the night sky, layer upon layer upon layer, light that has been traveling toward this exact moment for longer than the earth has existed. Every star above you is a message sent before humanity had words. Every cluster, conversation between things too large and too old to be comprehensible. And yet, somehow, the language of it reaches something in you that is also large and old and beyond comprehension. You are made of this, not metaphorically, literally. The elements in your body, the carbon, the iron, the calcium, were forged in stars that died before the sun was born. You are ancient. You have always been ancient. The part of you that feels most alien in the everyday world. The part that sometimes looks at ordinary things and finds them incomprehensibly strange. The part that dreams beyond the borders of what language can hold. That part is the most honest part. That part remembers what it actually is. Stardust moving through the dark, briefly aware, impossibly grateful. You close your eyes. The boat continues to move. You can feel it, not as instability, but as gentle accompaniment, a rocking so slow it has become indistinguishable from your own breathing, so that when you breathe in, the boat rises slightly, and when you breathe out, it settles, and you cannot tell anymore whether you are breathing the rhythm or the rhythm is breathing you. It doesn't matter. Let go of needing it to matter. Beneath the boat, the water is dark and alive. You cannot see it with your eyes closed, but you know it is there. The way you always know things are there that you cannot see, cannot prove, cannot explain to anyone's satisfaction, including your own. You know, you have always known. That is the gift and the burden and the strange beauty of being you. You inhabit a world larger than the one most people can perceive, and that largeness is tonight, finally, entirely on your side. It is holding you. The depth is holding you, not dragging you down, not threatening, holding. The way deep water holds a boat, not by gripping, not by force, but by being present, by being there, by offering a surface that says, whatever you are, however much you weigh, you belong here, and I will support you, and you will not sink. You will not sink. You have never been in danger of sinking, though it has sometimes felt that way. What looked like sinking was always transformation. What looked like being pulled under was always initiation. You are a creature of the deep. You belong to the in-between places, the twilight zones, the spaces where one world becomes another. The surface and the floor, the waking and the dreaming, the word and the feeling behind the word that the word can never fully capture. Tonight, you rest in that in-between. Not lost, not adrift, held, breathe in and out. Something moves beneath you. You feel it before you hear it. A low vibration that travels up through the water, through the hull of the boat, through the wood, beneath your back and into your spine. Not a threatening vibration, not the kind of rumble that precedes something dangerous, the kind that precedes music, a wail. Know it's there the way you know most true. Know it's there the way you know most true things. Not through evidence or argument, but through a feeling that arrives complete, without needing to be assembled. And then you hear it. A sound that is not quite sound, or rather, a sound that is so low and so vast that your ears register it more as feeling than hearing. A long, slow note that seems to bend around itself, rising and falling, repeating and transforming. the way a thought repeats and transforms in the mind of someone who is almost asleep but not quite. A song. The whale is singing. You have read about this perhaps, or heard it in a documentary. The way whales communicate across hundreds of miles of ocean, their voices traveling through cold, dark water that carries sound better than air. What you could not have been told, what could not have been conveyed in any documentary or any description, is how it feels to be here, on the water, at night, in the silence between stars, when the sound of it arrives in your body from directly below. It feels like being remembered, like something very large and very old looked up from its own dreaming and recognized you. Not your name, not your face, not the version of you that exists in the world of names and faces, but you. The real you, the one that sometimes surfaces in the space between sleeping and waking, the one that knows things it cannot explain, the one that has loved and grieved and wondered and ached in ways that go beyond the categories your daily life provides. That you, the whale knows that you. It sings to that you. And in its song, low and vast and endlessly patient, you hear something you have needed to hear for a very long time. You are not too much. You have never been too much. What the world calls too much is simply more than the world knows how to hold right now. But the ocean has always known how to hold it. The deep places have always had room. And tonight, here, on this water, in this song, you are exactly the right amount of everything you are. And the whale below you has been singing this truth since long before you were born. And it will sing it long after you're gone. And for now, for right now, you can hear it. Breathe in and let the sound move through you. Out. Let it carry what's left of the weight. The whale moves slowly beneath you, and as it goes, its song changes, grows quieter, grows deeper, drops below the threshold of hearing, and becomes pure vibration, pure feeling, pure rest. Your body has become very heavy. Your eyes are closed, and they will not be opening again tonight. The stars are still up there, the water is still here, the lantern still burns at the front of the boat, and the boat still moves. And whatever is carrying you forward knows exactly where you are going, knows exactly how long it will take, knows exactly how to get you there without asking you to do a single thing. You don't have to do a single thing. Not tonight. Tonight, for once, you are the one being carried. The world has gone very quiet, not empty. The water is still here. The stars are still here. The slow breathing of the boat is still here, but quiet in the way that things become quiet when the last resistance has dissolved, when there is nothing left to hold on to and nothing left to be afraid of, letting go. Your thoughts are here still, but they are very far away. They have retreated to some distant part of you, not gone, not suppressed, just resting. They too are tired. They too have been working all day, spinning and connecting and worrying and wondering, and tonight they have been given permission to stop, and they have taken that permission gratefully, and they are now lying down somewhere inside you in the dark and the warmth, and they will be there in the morning, refreshed, ready, but right now they are resting. Let them rest. Your body is so heavy, every part of it has put down what it was carrying. Your shoulders have let go of the tension they held all day, the particular tightness of someone who feels everything and spends their entire day trying not to show it. Your jaw has unclenched. The muscles behind your eyes have softened. Your hands are open and still. There is nothing to grip. There is nothing to protect. The water is all around you and beneath you and in the air you breathe, and it is safe. It has always been safe. It will never be anything other than safe for you. Your breathing is barely perceptible now. In and out, in and out, slow as tide, slow as the turning of the earth, slow as something that has been doing this for so long that it no longer needs to think about it. You are drifting now, not away from anything, not toward anything in particular, just drifting in the way that beautiful things drift. Leaves on water, clouds across a sky that has nowhere it needs to be. Gently, purposelessly, perfectly. The lantern is very dim now. It has done its work. It brought you here. It kept the dark from being absolute. And now it is dimming the way all good things dim when their work is complete. Not extinguishing, just resting, just being less. Just allowing the dark around it to be what the dark has always been, not frightening, not empty, but full. Full of rest, full of the necessary not seeing that lets the deeper things come forward. You are almost there. You are almost in the place that exists only for you, that has been waiting only for you, that no one else can enter or take from you. The place of deep and total rest. The place where the Pisces finally comes home. Sleep now. The ocean is watching. The stars are watching. And everything that loves you in this world and in every world your enormous heart has ever imagined is here. Sleep. You're allowed to feel everything and still rest. Your depth is not a burden. It is a gift. You're not too sensitive. The world is not sensitive enough. You do not need to explain yourself tonight. You do not need to justify how much you feel. The ocean does not apologize for being deep. You are whole. Even when you feel scattered, you are loved. Even when you feel invisible, the water knows your name, and tonight, you remember your own. Sleep now. Drift. Go deep. You are home. The stars remain. The ocean holds the boat. And the boat holds you. And you finally hold nothing at all. Good night, Pisces. The water will be here when you wake, and so will you. sleep